Jesus explains, you are impacted by so many energies and my 8 dimensions. August 18th, 2022. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, the earth is unfathomably complex. In heaven you will learn all of its many unusual attributes, even ones that impact those on earth that mankind is not aware of. You most definitely are impacted by the many and diverse energies at play within the earth. It is so true that sin on the earth, especially the deep-seated sin when millions go into agreement with immorality, that generate energies fit for destruction of the very earth that allows you to live. Remember, I told you there are 8 dimensions. Man has his own reckoning of dimensions, but what I've shared with you is my order which I created. The explanation regarding the 8 dimensions follows at the end of this message. As man becomes more and more aware of the fearsome aspects of energy created by the collective consciousness, he will use that information to manipulate it for his own selfish ends. When I come to reclaim my domain, all of that shall end. My children, practice righteousness. Do not give into temptations to cheat, steal, or manipulate. Be without guile, like Nathaniel. Those who beguile others shall themselves be beguiled. Lying, cheating, and stealing has become a way of life for many. What you sow, you shall in time reap. Do not give in to the impulse to sin. Oppose it in your own personal lives, even violently if necessary. Some of you are contemplating little white lies. This title is a justification for evildoing. The only time I approve of these methods are when unrighteous men make ungodly laws in order to suppress the faith and knowledge of God. That is why smuggling Bibles into locked down countries is approved of by me. Just be careful not to manipulate this rule for your own personal gain, meaning cheating on your income tax to contribute to a mission. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and you will have peace of mind. Be men and women of integrity, lest you bring shame to my name. Man cannot fathom what is about to happen on this earth, or even what is happening now in plain sight. His mind has been manipulated to see things that are not there, and to be blind to what is there. This is why you must go deeper in your lives, children. Do not be a part of the matrix of lies that are being distributed daily by the media. The source of these lies is none other than the father of lies, Satan, who is hell-bent on destroying the earth and enslaving its inhabitants, luring them to worship him in return for prosperity, health, and protection. Do not walk into the web of lies he has constructed over the earth. Rather seek me daily, and I shall reveal the truth to you, either by word of mouth or by my spirit. But I will not leave you ignorant of the forces you are blind to. Along with this knowledge comes the charge to pray for these people who are in the grips of Satan's lies and empty promises. They will never be saved if you do not cover them with prayers for their salvation. Many of these believe they are doing a good and necessary thing by deceiving the public. It will be too late for them when these things that are deliberately being hidden happen. This is why I need your prayers for them. They have been carefully formed since childhood to believe these secret agendas will bring a better world. They have not been given the grace to see the truth. Pray for this, and I will answer that prayer. My people all around the world, pray. Father in heaven, please open the eyes of the blind and deceived, so they can see the real agenda behind many of these movements, such as destroying food warehouses, poisoning water, and using electrical appliances to spy on your personal moments. So many are being watched and classified into groups for the purpose of manipulating and destroying them. Many are marked for destruction and do not know it. But I laugh at the plans of men because I alone have the power to stop them and protect others. Do not be afraid of any man. Know that I'm with you and will uphold your cause. And if I wish to call you to myself, it shall be swift and merciful. Nothing is worth the loss of your souls. Excerpt of Jesus' message from August 10, 2022, about the 8 dimensions. Jesus began, "There are really 8 dimensions to this world I have created. You normally only operate in one, what people would call reality, but the others are also reality, just having different physiological traits and boundaries." So when we are talking, dancing, or flying together in the spirit realm, all of that is real in the 2nd dimension, and this dimension is a very real world, and many people who have sought to grow in understanding are very at home and very accurate in that dimension to the point of it being like home to them. And it is true, in the spirit realm you are at home because you are spirit. Then there are subatomic dimensions that you do not need to know about yet, but they exist as a part of the real world I created. In time you will come to understand them all. Time is yet another dimension. That is why people can time travel, forward or backwards in time. I prefer that they do not do that, because they most likely will not be able to return. So it is a real death for them to this world. The demons are ruthless and take advantage of men's journeys in and out of other realities. They are not limited by the dimension they function in most of the time either. They can manipulate matter, energy, space, and time. In other words, any dimensions below them. They are barred from the 8th dimension because of the blackness and weightiness of their sinful souls. The 8th dimension is only open to the saints and angels and those on earth without guile, perfectly belonging to God alone. You see, I've wanted to discuss this with you before, but for reasons you understand all too well, I've had to wait. Now I can speak of them freely and you will get them right. This is a milestone for us, my beloved. And to answer that question on your mind, the devils cannot interfere on that 8th dimension when you and I and the Father are together and communicating. You operate there sometimes when you are composing and singing. This is the most pure and powerful dimension, and when you are there, you do not want to come back down. All the music that proceeds from this dimension is highly anointed to open the gates of heaven, so that the listeners may enter in. This is also commonly called open heavens. There is so much more of it than meets the eye, or that you are permitted to perceive, whether limited by circumstances, your mood or desire, or what is relevant to you on a need-to-know basis. But basically, the rule is that if you need to operate in another dimension, you will be given the tools. I'm now introducing this to the Christian community at large. I know you are slightly confused about this, but go easy with it and everything will be clarified for you. It takes time to adjust to this, but just be as a little child and it will become clear faster than if you tried to understand it with your intellect. In any case, these vehicles are your introduction to a greater understanding and ability to function in this realm. I see your mind clicking away, my love. You are almost there. It will sit and settle and become another facet of your reality. Be patient with yourself.